Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. This is Kazuri Alameen. I'm still breathing. I'm very grateful. I just got through helping a client of mine who was working through some trauma issues, and when she called me, she was very upset. She went to some people who didn't know what they was talking about. And I understand the world we're living in social media, highly respected, these influencers, content creators, gurus. I understand this verbiage very well. I understand a lot of people who got a lot of followers, are well known, honor that and respect that process. But just because you have that, you got a podcast, or you got this and you got that, a lot of these people don't know what they're talking about. And they're damaging and re-traumatizing people I deal with every day in some shape, form, or fashion. So after I finished talking to this young lady, then she got grounded, regrounded, and she's in a much better space right now. Which led me to this video that I'm going to talk about briefly, because trauma is a very, very powerful dynamic, ladies and gentlemen. The definition for trauma is the deep emotional or physical response to an event that overwhelms your ability to cope, leaving you feeling helpless, terrified, and unsafe. And let me state this again. The definition for trauma: the deep emotional or physical response to an event that overwhelms your ability to cope, leaving you feeling helpless, terrified, and unsafe. Of course, we all got a different deep, and I respect that dynamic. But I deal with people every week who's been traumatized and re-traumatized, listening to people who don't know what they're talking about. I'm not in the entertainment business. I'm not out here for likes. I'm not out here for clickbait. I'm about empowering minds and teaching change to spiritual beings having a very, very brief human experience. And I've been running this race for over 40 years, before social media. Before Instagram, before Facebook, before TikTok, I've been running this race. Before WhatsApp, I've been running this race. And I'm going to run it until I run out of breath, because I know why I was sent to earth. So my point is, it's very important that when you're working through some trauma, you got to go through it. It takes time. And it's good to listen to others. I'm not anti that by no means. But a lot of time, these people who are saying things, are encouraging people, don't know what they're talking about. If you don't know what you're talking about and you're dealing with trauma, you re-traumatize people. I have been in the mental health business for over 40 years. Self-experience is the best teacher. I have been in the business for over 40 years. I've worked at 5 different medical facilities in that 40-year tenure. I've trained personally over 1,500 counselors, mental health associates, mental health specialists in clinical settings at 5 different facilities. So I know what I'm talking about. I've been doing groups over 40 years in clinical settings and other settings. So I've seen and worked with a whole lot of people, children, adolescents, and adults, dealing and working through trauma. Once again, trauma, the deep emotional or physical response to an event that overwhelms your ability to cope, leaving you feeling helpless, terrified, and unsafe. That's not something that you rush through. You got to take your time with it. You're going to be up one time, you're going to be down one time, you're going to be to the left one time, to the right one time. You're going to be happy one time, you're going to be sad one time. It's all part of the healing process. It's something you got to go through, and you must go through it at your own pace. Not what somebody else said, not what you read in a book, not what you heard on a podcast. You got to go through it based on where you're at in your own life. And that's very, very important, ladies and gentlemen. That's very, very important. Take your time with it. You'll never be the same, which you're not supposed to be. Once again, overwhelming your ability to cope. Trauma is a very powerful psychodynamic. So you must find what works for you, and then you work it. You must work at your own pace. I want to encourage you to stop being seduced by these people that you see on social media. Even if you interface with somebody that don't know what they're talking about, pivot and go to somebody that does know what they're talking about. I'm talking about experience. I'm talking about experience. Take your time working through this dynamic. Trauma is a very powerful thing. It's not a joke. It's not about entertainment. This is something that you tasted in your life. And you must cope with it to the best of your ability at that particular time. At that particular time. You must find what works for you and find out what don't work for you. But you got to go through it. You can't go around it. You can't go under it. You can't go behind it. You got to go through it. And also, don't allow anybody to trauma compare you. What do you mean, Mr. Kazuri? Well, some people don't know what they're talking about. They'll start comparing you. Well, I know so-and-so went through the same thing you went through, and he got over it this quick, or she got over it this quick. That is totally condescending and inappropriate. You got your own DNA, so you must move at your own pace. You must move at your own pace. It's very important, ladies and gentlemen. But I deal with this thing every week in some shape, form, or fashion. Don't rush through your trauma. Take your time with it. You'll never be the same as you're not supposed to be. Healing, it takes time. Any type of healing takes time. This is not a rush hour job. Stop allowing people to make you feel guilty or ashamed or vulnerable or weak based on their experiences or what they say. They didn't have the trauma, you had the trauma. And even if they went through some trauma, you still got a DNA, you still got a spirit, you still got a soul. Respect your own dynamics. Learn from others, yes, but don't devalue your own spirit for anybody. Stop getting seduced by people whose so-called own stages and known and this and that. Some of these people have no experience. Not all of them, but some of them don't. They have no experience. And they sound good, got the food, got the lights showing them in the music, you don't know what the hell they're talking about. I was standing on my 40 years. I got the experience. I got the evidence to back up what I'm saying. I've been running this race a long time. But I'm so glad I was able to help this young lady at this time in her journey of trauma recovery. So I want to encourage you, don't let anybody manipulate you. It's very important to take your time. And we all going to take some trauma in this universe. And once again, we all got a different deep. My deep is not your deep, your deep is not his deep. But it's a deep emotional or physical response to an event that overwhelms your ability to cope, leaving you feeling helpless, terrified, and unsafe. Healing takes time. Don't rush it and don't allow anybody to rush you and don't you rush yourself. You'll get there. But you must get there in your own season. It's so very important, ladies and gentlemen. Don't allow anybody to manipulate you as where you should be on your trauma recovery. I don't care who it is. TV, radio, internet, books. I don't care who it is. I'm speaking from experience. Take your time. And you'll get there. And you'll know in your own spirit where you at. And you must move at your own pace and shower your own grace upon yourself. Please, ma'am, and please, sir. Thank you very kindly.